We're gonna pull the badge for you.
Let me go ahead and drop these here screenshots.
What do you mean trade left you? Go home.
That was the inner saboteur, but it was on the outside.
Hey everyone, it's MeraMangle.
And Fabrielle.
And welcome to another Mangle morning.
Woo!
Oh, that's a good start, because that was our best clink of the week. So we might be on track today. We might get the slap right. Fabrielle, how are you?
I'm doing good, Miss Janet. How are you?
Good. So you're giving us Madeline energy.
Yes, I am the smallest of all. That's what she's known as.
That's really her tagline?
Yeah, I think it's like the tiniest of all of them was Madeline.
She's like, look how thin I am.
Right, she's skinny. Right.
When I wear this, actually, people always comment like, oh, they think I'm trying to do the illusion with my waist with this black.
It is flattering.
It is, but like, yeah, I'm doing Janet. Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Vegas. Can you believe that with Canada dropping last week,
it's almost the end.
That's all
of the
that
world.
Is the end of the promos for 2025.
Right.
All the 2025 seasons, which there's 8. There's 8 promos for 8 different seasons that aired this year. We're going to look at them, obviously ranking from worst to best.
Yes.
And so what I had the Patreon people do is vote on what do you think the best promos, the best cast promos overall, in terms of theme, in terms of the Queen's looks.
From this year.
From 2025. So there's 8 total. We got 17 All Stars 10. France All Stars, Brazil Season 2, UK Season 7, Slaysian Royale, España Season 5, and Canada, I almost said Versus the World, Canada Season 6.
Ooh.
Now, talking about this, we're not talking about the overall quality of this season in any way.
We're talking about all the Queen's characters, and we're talking about who they are. Yeah.
Right. Them as people and judging them, saying they're bad people, essentially.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Right.
Just looking at the aesthetic of the promo, not thinking about anything that occurred on the season, that's irrelevant. That's a different type of ranking list.
Just the aesthetic of the pictures taken. Maybe even the background, the color combinations.
All of that.
The vibe.
The mood, the vibe, the feel.
The mood board, some might say.
The impact.
Yes.
The sexuality.
What they had control over.
Control. We'll also talk about some of our individual standouts, some of our favorite promos of the entire year. And at the end, we will crown the individual promo of the year, the queen that has the best promo of the year. Ooh. And I feel like if you've been paying attention all year...
And maybe what I'm dressed as is
a clue?
Is a clue.
So before we get started with everything, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video, and join the Patreon where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube. Plus, you're helping support the channel. We did it too.
We did it. It just took us being Madeline and Janet Jackson.
You know what? Yeah, we're channeling their energy, and who would have guessed them combined
equals harmony.
Harmony. Yeah. Now you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo, CashApp, or the YouTube thanks, which we'll go over at the end of the video. So starting off 7 and 8 are UK vs. the World Season 7. UK vs. the World. Why am I just adding vs. the World on everything now?
Everything versus the world.
UK Season 7. And Brazil Season 2. I don't know why that's annoying me, because my brain wants to literally add it at the end every time I say UK or Canada. And I say that a lot. It's annoying.
It has a nice cadence. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
It's like the same thing where I was talking about earlier. I like to add extra onto people's names. It's like I want to add extra to it.
Right.
These, to me, are not surprising. I definitely think Brazil's was the weakest overall, because it felt like they didn't really try in terms of a theme or the girls' looks. Like, they're not cohesive. It doesn't look good together. It's a little hard to look at.
I'm a little shocked at UK 7, because I actually really like the fairy tale vibes, and I like the color choices.
You would have killed that.
I don't like, they did I think they used AI for the background, so that I don't love, but...
It's more effort than UK typically puts in. Like last year's was... like UK is not always the best promos in general.
Yeah.
I will say it is more effort. However, the overall palette and with the background and all that... And, I don't know, fairy wings are hard to pull off, and a lot of the girls have the fairy wings. And, for some reason, they can look cheap easy,
Yeah, and they're hard to photograph as well, to make them, in a good... You kind of need to be literally out in nature for them to... With light shining through, otherwise they look a little flat, whatever.
Because the grass is, a dark green. I don't know. There's something about the contrast, and also,
We should have had a darker, maybe a sunset sky, and then it would have contrasted their cool tones or, something different.
Right.
Yeah. I like the idea. I think we could have nailed fairy tale a little bit more.
And the palette overall that they, for everything, I feel like could be refined.
It would have been cool if they were here's the prince, and this one's the evil queen, and this one's the knight, and this one's the fairy.
And maybe just 2 different color choices, but have...
And then Rue was the narrator.
That
would be
cute.
really cute. So maybe revisit this
Instead,
idea.
Rue standing like she had stigmata
Right.
in the middle of a lake, like on the version that has her.
Yeah.
And like no matter what version, because all these flyers have versions where most of them where the girls are spread out more depending on what shape the flyer is.
Mm-hmm.
But no matter what the shape of this one is, it looks like there's 50 girls on the flyer.
It does look like there's a lot. Were there more this year?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just
It
the way
does
they're.
look like
it's just the colors and the fact that everyone has their arms out. And
they're horribly organized.
yeah.
I did like the outfits,
It
though.
just is messy.
Yeah.
The two that were mentioned as standouts from UK were Bones and Sally.
As bad or good?
As standouts, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were along the way, the ones we're looking at, ones that were mentioned as the best.
Oh, good. Of those.
Bones was definitely my favorite. Although Bones basically just, like I said, your category. And also, Bones is, like, under this light, the way the contrast is on this, it is a way lighter gray than what it looks here. It looks so much better in the video, the Meet the Queens video.
Yeah.
It's crazy
Some
how
of
much
them
better it looks.
photograph differently than they move, but
And also it's
I
like-
liked Nyamgwela's, like...
It's very sexy.
Like, butterfly bralette.
Brazil, it's the bare minimum effort of making a flyer
Mhm.
in terms of anything. It's just white,
Yeah.
a little bit of shading, and then the girls are just in the most random garments.
Outfits. And
Literally nothing goes
no
together.
color scheme, no...
At all.
I'm not getting the message.
To me, this makes sense to be
Yeah.
at the bottom. And then Adora and Belky were actually both mentioned.
Well, I love Adora, so...
I actually did not love Adora's as a whole body look, because I think something in the midsection, the shape loses it a little bit for me personally, but as a bust, like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Also, I think Ruby could have been mentioned, too. I think Ruby's is pretty epic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of body.
Lodo Bode.
She said, I'm going to be the biggest peacock, and she's dead in the middle, and she won. That could be something we could look at, too. Where's the winner? We can't do
The
that.
biggest outfit in the promo versus the winner.
Are they in the middle, or where are they placed? How do they have this lined up? So, at number 6 is All Stars 10.
I think this might be my favorite promo.
This is great. Considering the challenge at hand,
Mm-hmm.
having 18 queens, we just looked at UK and it looked like there was more than 18. It looked like there was
This is really well
a ton of people.
organized.
Yes, they did a great job. And
Marketing and branding it and serving and giving it to us as like 3 different brackets, 3 different colors.
They
I
each
thought
had their group promos too, where they were
Mhm.
interacting. Like they did multiple layers, and to even figure out any type of way to get all 18 of them on a flyer,
Mhm.
the way they did that with the headshot shots and the V and the colors, I
Yeah.
thought was really, really smart.
No, I remember being really excited about this when it came out, and then I think we talked about the promos too, and I even was like, I'm gonna wear all the orange, purple, pinks, and so that I can match the promo. Like, it got me excited. It got me hyped.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, oh, you're rooting for a bracket, or there's something like that that gets you excited.
I wonder, and like,
I
I
honestly
like
think-
we talked about, I wonder what color scheme they'll do next.
Yeah, I hope honestly, all they need to do is do a remixed version of this next year.
Yeah.
Like, don't overcomplicate it. But, like, what they could have done is they could have all been in, like, the same color, or they could have not done it, broken it up like this, and
And then
it would have been far less interesting.
It would have been hard to digest, too. I think I would have
Yes.
understood it less.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, it helps you understand the format, too. I think, honestly, from 6 to 1, they're all great. So I think we've only, like, the bottom 2 were the bottom 2, in my opinion. I think all of these are great from this point forward.
And who were the standouts from this crowd?
The standouts that were mentioned were Lydia, Irene, Bosco, and Alyssa Hunter. And those all are all very fierce.
I loved Irene's a lot. That was
Irene's
really
was pretty cool, yeah.
Really
Very
cool.
epic.
Bosco's was super flattering. Her body just looked gorge. I loved Denali's too. It was like homage to one of her
Hers was
previous
pretty,
looks.
yeah, hers was very, like, almost like
and
art.
Acid Betty's was crazy.
Yeah,
So
Acid
cool.
Betty's was great. Yeah, and that's the thing, too. That's why I was like, I know that most of the girls had great looks. So, there's a lot of standouts. Next, at number 5, it's España. I would have this one below All Stars 10, just because I think that's more dynamic and more interesting. I did like the idea of being in the parking garage, but I thought it was odd to pair neon with the parking garage.
Yeah, if we're going to do parking garage, I feel like it should be grungy or like...
Or like the hosts,
Punk.
or like the judges were in all black. And that fit, although it'd be boring to see them in all black.
Yeah.
Because there's not, like, that's kind of what you think of when you think of that kind of aesthetic of, like,
A parking
concrete,
garage.
yeah.
Yeah. I think of like the Yeah, just like
I agree that Denobula's was definitely my favorite. And hers was black, but it had the piping.
the
And,
silhouette was so flattering.
And she's a clown. Like, she got the white face, so, like, it's just so striking. Yeah, I mean, the detail in the garment.
And I think that's something that you need, a contrasting backdrop to your outfit.
Right.
So that it can really pop.
Right.
And make a statement.
It should be flattering for all the looks.
Mm-hmm.
And Alexandria's her shape was incredible. That's like Jessica.
You know what would have
realness.
just enhanced this a little bit for me as a promo as a whole, is if they just did neon graffiti, like in spots on the back.
That would like tie it together.
Yeah, that would tie it in and make it make sense.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree. Because it was giving more art. That famous painting with the stairs, going up the stairs and coming down the stairs all over the place.
Oh, MC Escher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of random stairs. Like, you could tell that, it wasn't a functional parking garage.
Right. The layout of this was not thought through.
Right, and the stairs, lots of stairs to nowhere.
Where Patti LuPone and Agatha all along were jumping.
Jumping through time. Next, speaking of jumping through hoops on Slaysian Royale. Now, the actual image and the way they photoshopped him, I did not like that. The queen's looks were incredible. And the video, I think the video is probably the best video. When Suki came through that freaking Doctor Strange ring sling,
yes.
I was like, it's on. Like, it was like a battle moment.
Yeah.
You know? I wish that the actual images had the same energy of the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
And that was all just green screen too, but why did it all look better? Well, the floor they were on was a real floor, but even in the image, it looks cheaper.
Right. Yeah, I think I kind of forgot about this promo because I was so excited about the cast. The cast, like, overshadowed the promo. Do you know what I mean? Or just the idea of the show. Because I was, like, so excited. I'm like, oh, Slaysian Royale. And I didn't really think about the promo very much. But now that we are looking at it closer, I am like...
I just think that,
it's fine.
The problem is they just didn't need as many effects as they... Like, they made each girl have something light up. Like, they lit up their looks.
And that distracts from their gorgeous outfits.
Exactly. Like, it's like someone overdid it. They overcorrected.
Yeah.
I think the actual individual ones are even worse. Like, especially on Arizona specifically, because it's one of the best, and it was mentioned as one of the best. Mm-hmm. But, like, the way they did that to the fans and to the bottom of the dress... Like, that look was so expensive looking in the video. And
now you cheapened it.
Yeah, like, they actually brought the look down because the look is incredible.
Yeah, and that goes to show you, like, how editing is really important and how you display the art, how you frame it is impactful to how you process it and interpret it,
Your feelings. But Brigadines, I remember, before the season started looking at them, Brigadines was my absolute favorite. I thought it was
They're all so gorgeous, and it is like, I wish the background was just simpler so I could take it in better,
and I don't know if it's like, because it's kind of one of those things where, like, I wonder if it's because they ended up being the top 4 and people are subconsciously biased, but the top 4 were all mentioned.
Oh, Gord. Well, there's a reason they're the top 4.
There you go, yeah. But I do think across the board, most of them were really great. Like, even Yuha really turned the party. The one thing I was unforgivable is the way they had that picture of something wrong with her foot up like that. That was crazy. Her leg.
Yeah.
And even in Venus's individual promo, her look is incredible, but why is her leg, like, it looks like a rock is supposed to be under there.
Right, and then we didn't put a rock
there. It's just floating.
Yeah. So now it just looks like she's hiking up her leg.
Like, I can't even see, with all these props and everything, like, how did she comfortably pose like that and balance?
Yeah, well, maybe they had, like, a green screen behind them.
And, I think her foot was on a green screen.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. There's a rock already back there, just line it up with her foot.
Yeah.
Or how about choose something else? Also, I was annoyed that it's one of the few seasons this year where they released no alternative to the original promo for the girls individually. Mm-hmm. We're used to, like, most of them nowadays, which just happened recently, where, like, they'll get alternatives. Like, Canada just dropped their promos, and it was, like, each queen had 4 individual promo images.
So we can interpret it.
Yeah.
And they did that with this one, too.
At number 3, and I was actually shocked this wasn't even higher, is season 17. This was... I mean, one of the best the U.S. ones ever done.
This was a really good one, actually.
Beautiful.
I was so inspired, I did a version of it myself.
Like recently or back then?
Back then. Here, I can show it to you. I did 2 photo shoots inspired by this, because I did...
The whiter the better.
I did this for one thing, and then me, Chloe, and Blair for our new Bimbo Vision promo. We did, like... how Rue had came out of the water.
Yeah, Rue's photo was fierce,
We did
too.
that, too. So I did a few things inspired by this, because I was
Rue didn't even wear a garment.
Right, exactly. That's what we were like, oh, we can do that, too.
And, it's like the opposite end of the spectrum of how to place that many queens in one flyer.
The triangle
So good, yeah.
is very flattering.
Now, Susie's at the top. She won the lip sync tournament, and she was Lexi's rival.
She's a fan favorite, for sure. Of course, Jules is a floor girl. She gives that. She'd be like, I'm going to get on the floor.
Right. She's just ready to lay it out for you.
Yes.
She probably didn't even get up.
Who was your favorite look from this promo?
God, that's a hard one because there's a lot of good ones. The ones that were mentioned were Susie.
I loved Lana's.
Lana, yeah.
That one was might be my favorite.
No one mentioned Lexi, but I put Lexi on here because I thought it was one of the boldest.
And it's still referenced.
And that specific photo is probably my favorite individual photo. Like, that is the fiercest headshot I've ever seen in my life.
It is really
fierce. And it took nerve, for real, to do that.
And she wore the heck out of that wig. She, wore it a whole bunch, and it became, like, a meme.
That's I think I ended up picking her, and I would probably stand by that. Like, that just because of the impact of it was my favorite.
And I think it looked like she was just painted, but I think people were saying that it was like a bodysuit.
She might have. I don't think it was a full bodysuit, but she had some actual coverage under the paint. I think.
Yeah,
she wasn't just standing there naked.
Right, but it looked like she was. Yeah, in the most beautiful way.
I understand why Susie and Lana's are mentioned because they are Susie's the detail. Oh,
the
incredible.
Detail of Susie's, yeah.
And then Lana's gorgeous. It's like her body and water are one. My God.
Why was Hormona mentioned?
Someone mentioned her, and she was the only other one mentioned, so I put her there. We're down to the top two.
What are they gonna be?
Number 2 is the newest one, Canada, which is so fierce, circus-themed.
Yeah.
Again, this is another one where the way the girls were placed on the flyer and everything was so good.
I've done so many things, circus-themed that I'm, circused out.
Well, on Drag Race, I've never seen a circus theme, so I really liked it. And
I like it for promo, yeah. But I meant IRL.
In your life, yeah.
I'm just
you're very that again. Energy today. Your life is just very it's weighing down everything.
I have ennui, yeah. But I do think this is fun and exciting and I think more things like this going forward.
Yeah.
Color schemes can only be done so much. Now we've exhausted, it's almost like the Pokemon games. We've done all the colors, now we have to go into vibes,
right.
Sun and moon and, different things.
With the theme of a circus or whatever, fair, whatever.
There's so many different characters.
It's clearly very much, like a circus, under the big top.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many different characters you could be. It's
Who
not
would you
limiting.
be if you had to pick from the circus realm?
Well, I do love the idea of being a ringleader, but I would have to.
That would be very you.
Yeah,
you could do it in your colors.
I feel like it is my energy.
Yeah,
and that was my favorite. Was Hazel's. It was just the detail on that was insane, and that was one that was mentioned. So was PM's, the clown look, and then I'm trying to remember all these girls' names. That's Von Goth in the lavender. It was beautiful, also giving a clown vibe. And then also kind of giving a jester, but mixed with a queen. And it was such a cool silhouette and one of the most interesting garments of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Cara Milk. I think it's actually Cara Milk. I think she pronounced it Cara Milk.
They're really good. And I think what's great is this background is not distracting from their outfits. Yeah. It's adding to the ambiance and the vibe.
Yeah.
And helping the storytelling of their outfits too.
Yeah.
And
the poses they chose for every girl. Everything goes together. Everything was well thought through.
It's well formatted. It's not clashing. It all flows really well aesthetically. So whoever the graphic designer was of this. Unlike the Slaysian Royale one, too, they edited things underneath them so that it,
right.
made sense.
Because humans have to sit on things or rest on things if they're going to do that with their bodies.
Yes.
It's gravity.
It would have been cool for someone to do a stilt walker and then they were in the background,
Yeah. So that just leaves number 1. So at number 1.
Drum roll.
Is coincidentally, I think, the best season of the year so far. It is France All Stars.
Yes, my homeland.
Is it really? You have a French background? Or the
I'm Madeline.
Yeah.
So I do.
You told me that earlier, and now my dumbass already forgot. You're really from France? They're all giving, superhero statue realness.
Yes.
This is a good example, too, of, let the look shine and not do too much with the back. And it's just so beautiful. It's so elegant.
Really regal.
Yeah.
Showcases them well.
And it really helps that the girls, turn the party with the looks.
Yeah.
it could be number one just for like consistency with the queens, you know, because they're all hits.
One of the more successful of the like monochromatic, like when they do this, because I always think of like UK and how that wasn't as like neat looking the way that they did all the different colors.
There's still something here that I think it's the
Is
clouds
cohesive.
and the stands they're on.
Uh-huh.
Everything still feels rich and elegant and special. It feels special.
Yeah. Would this be your pick to win?
I don't know if I would say it's my favorite promo for the cast. I would say that season 17 and Canada are really close. I would probably say season 17 was the best. I mean, when that video came out,
it was a
I
moment.
was just like,
Yeah.
what? Because it also starts with Nymphia, and her look was incredible too. She really did that with her introduction look.
Yeah, her
The
like
pot.
Aquarius moment. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, that or the All Stars 10 might be my personal picks to win, just because they were moments that I aesthetically clung to and was inspired by.
You know what was missing from 10 for me? And actually from, I don't remember it from this one either, but like a good video that's epic.
They haven't done like good videos. They do them for like the main series sometimes, but like I think the last one was like season 16 that was like really cool and iconic. I think of like Sasha Colby.
That was 15, yeah.
15.
I was like, 16 is horrible.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Yeah, no, that was great.
That was the
and
last
that was
really
so
good
simple.
one. Yeah.
But they made it feel epic. And that's why I really think that Slaysian Royale still stands out for the year for me, because it was by far the only video where it like feels like an epic royal battle. Like Thunderdome!
For a promo going
Canada might be
forward
the
that
most
you would like to see. Like an idea for a promo that you would like to see. I would like to see the fairy tale one redone someday with that in mind. Like have a villain, have a queen. It would be cool
Zodiac.
maybe.
I want a Zodiac themed one where like
Ooh,
the Earth girls
yes.
have an Earth theme.
Yeah.
Fire girls have a fire. You know, like I want that.
An elemental would be
Elementals.
really cool. Or just a celestial theme in general would be really pretty too. I think that would translate well.
We have not talked about which individual look it was the number one voted on. To me, it's no contest. And there's a lot of amazing looks this year.
But luckily you agreed
But
with them.
hands down, they got it right. Mami Wada. That photo,
Wada.
that hair, that every bit of it is
Yes.
just art. It's art.
Beautiful.
It's incredible.
It's Grace Jones. It's
It also is crazy that
Joan of Arc. It's everything.
Right. It's literally Grace Jones meets Joan of Arc. Like you could say.
Grace Joan of Arc.
There you go.
Her before and after.
Yeah, and that would have been fierce for the runway too. No, it's incredible.
Yes.
Would that be your number one?
Me, probably. I really did enjoy that one.
Now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks, and these are cute, quick, and easy. Julia coming through for us, two of our regulars, and our good Judy texts Aaron, our Down Under correspondent. She said, for Big Pump and Low Pig, for me and Chloe. Chloe called us. She's a giant pumpkin, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm just a pig in a onesie. She called me Big Pig.
But Chloe was calling you Big Pump?
She would call me Big Pig and calling herself Little Pump.
Because y'all were dressed like a pumpkin and a pig.
I said, you're the Big Pump. So she corrected that. Aaron corrected that.
I'm
She said we look
screaming.
adorable. We literally looked like, it looked like Chloe's my little brother and I was taking us out. We looked like kids trick-or-treating.
Oh.
It was really cute. And I didn't even
I
think about it
love
when
it.
we were doing it, but as I'm editing, I'm like, we look adorable.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
I feel like that's the youngest I've ever looked.
It feels like a TV show, Big Pump and Little Pig. I would watch that on Cartoon Network.
When I hear the word pump, I do not think of pumpkin, so I don't think of Cartoon Network. Like, it just reminds, and pig also is very...
Plastic surgery.
When I say little pig and piggy all the time, and that's all sexual too. I never mean it, like, literally.
Pumpkin, maybe just pumpkin and pig. Maybe.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I think of, like, big pump and a filthy little pig. Let us know your favorite promos in the comments below. We're going to head out of here, and I have one last thing to say today. Glad you got to see us. Bye! All right.